Hello everyone, this is video number 5 in the HRM research series. Remember, in video number 1, we have looked at what is research, the definitions of research, and why do we do research. In video number 2, we have moved specific to HRM research, human resource management research, areas of human resource management research or HRM research. Video number 3, we have looked at the background. How do we write background for chapter 1 of your project, dissertation, or a thesis or a HRM research? What are the things that you need to have in your background? And then in video number 4, we've moved into problem statement. How do we write problem statement? Remember the 3C. Okay, if you do not know what are the 3 C's of problem statement, look at the earlier video that is on the problem statement. Okay, how do we write a problem statement? Now, from problem statement, I did mention to you towards the end of your problem statement, it needs to lead to your research aim. And then from your research aim, it needs to go into your research objective and then research question. So this video is going to focus about how do you write research aim, objective, and questions for a HRM research. Now, aim, objective, and question for any research, whether HRM, management, or any field that you are in, is very, very crucial because this part, it involves defining a clear, actionable goal. That is the aim. And then that aim, the goal, is being divided, is being broken into a specific measurable step. That is the objective. And then framing the central inquiry, that are the questions. So you have to use action verbs like analyze, evaluate, explore to focus on investigating HR issues, like issues that you looked at, okay, turnover issues, job satisfaction issues, performance issues, okay, organizational cultural issues, and many other issues. So define your research aim, the what. Okay, what is the aim of this study, HRM study, the purpose of your study? Now, how do you write it? You can start with the aim is to what? Okay, use an action verb to assess, to explore, to evaluate, to compare. Okay, example, for example, the earlier topic that we use in problem statement, also the background, hybrid work. Let's say that is a topic. So the aim, okay, to evaluate the impact of hybrid work model on employee productivity and mental well-being in UK tech sector or UK hospitality sector. But again, I mentioned to you earlier that if you are looking into UK, it can be for a thesis, master's or doctoral thesis. But if you are looking at a short project, which is 6 months or 8 months, undergraduate, you can go specific to a particular city in the UK or particular region in the UK, right? Because it's not easy if you want to cover the entire UK unless you are able to get the information, the data. Okay, right? So the aim should be to evaluate. Okay, like in this case, I have the example that I given you is to evaluate impact of hybrid work models on employee productivity and mental well-being in, let's say, Birmingham, in West Midlands, or in UK tech sector. Right. Now, from the aim, you need to go into objective. Objective must be aligned to the aim. Now, what are objective? Objective is the how. Okay, develop research objective. Objective are specific manageable steps that helps to achieve the aim. Often you can structure your thesis chapters. Okay, often, all right. Often you can structure it around your thesis chapter, right? Now, objective, as I said to you, specific manageable steps. You can use the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, realistic, okay, and time bounded. Now, you can say objective for the hybrid work. Objective number 1, to identify key component of hybrid work models currently in use in Birmingham or in UK tech companies. Number two, to analyze the relationship between flexible working hours, and employee productivity. So you see, number one is to identify. Number two is to analyze. Number three, okay, example, to examine the effect of remote work on employee mental health and burnout levels. Since your aim is also includes employee mental well-being, right? Number four, to provide recommendations for HR policies that support both productivity and well-being in a hybrid setup. You see, number one, number two, number three, number four. You need to number. Number one, mentioned to you, to identify. Number two, to analyze. Number three, to examine. Number four, to provide. Okay, linking to the topic, linking to your research aim. Okay, if your research objective is not aligned or linked, that means there is a misalignment. So make sure it is clearly aligned with the objective that I have mentioned to you. Now, from the objective, you have your objective. These are your objective of your research. From the objective, you need to inquire. There must be a question. You need to formulate your research question. The why, the how, and then the why. See, remember the how, okay, the why. So when you are looking into aim is what, okay, the research objective, the how, and then the formulation of research question is the why. The question represents the central analytical inquiries to your study answer, your research answer, and they should directly relate to your objective. What are your objectives? Okay, examples, questions that are linked to the objective. Usually, I will advise if you have 4 research objectives, you can have 4 research questions, but it is not a mandatory. You can even have more research questions than the objective, or less research questions than the objective. Okay, right. As long as the objective, at the end of the research, the objective will be achieved, or you are able to answer the research questions that will achieve the objective of your research. Example research questions. Number for research questions 1 that are aligned with your research objective 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Research question number 1. How do hybrid work models influence employee productivity in, let's say, Birmingham or UK tech sector? Research question number 2. What is the relationship between remote work, flexibility, and employee burnout? What is the relationship? What is the relationship between the remote work, flexibility, and employee burnout? That you can also explore, right? And research question number 3, what HRM strategies effectively balance productivity and well-being in a hybrid environment? That you can survey, that you should be able to ask. These are the 3 suggested research questions if you're having 4 research objectives like earlier. So remember, you have to include, right, your aim. Aim is a bit broad, from the broad aim, the what, and then to how, okay, and then from how you move into specific to the questions. What are the questions? Because at the end of the day, once your research has been completed, the purpose of the research is to answer your research question. The research question is based on your objective. Your objective is based on the aim. Aim is linked to your problem statement. Problem statement you derive from starting with your background when you wrote your background. Okay, so this is where you have a clear alignment from the topic, the background, and then problem statement, research aim, research questions, and research objective and research questions. That will make your research easier. And that will make it more effective, efficient, and more effective. You should be able to do it. All right. That's it for this session, this video. We can meet in the next series of this HRM research. All right. Thank you, everyone.